It's a very, very frosty and misty morning on the River Thames, and today I've come to meet up with Si Fines. But it's so foggy, you can hardly see the river, look. There's something rather beautiful about it, actually. It's like the London of old. Smoggy London. Very, very frosty as well. Well, I wonder what lies beneath today. What are we going to find, if anything?
Shakes.
Yeah.
That's fine, because sometimes they wobble a bit and then you look back at it and it's there you go.
Right, oh my god, that's amazing. Right.
Nicola has just discovered a tripod for her camera.
Can you believe it? We're here on the foreshore and it's the
Christmas bells.
The Christmas bells there through the smoggy fog. It's very, very Londony, isn't it? Very old London.
Exactly.
And as you can see, Si Fines has got his luminous hat on. Oh, listen to those bells, aren't they lovely?
I know.
Should we take a minute and listen to those bells?
It's going to say what time it is, isn't it? So it's must be 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
AM.
We're going to break into the news after this. This is what they do on Radio 4, isn't it?
Yeah.
And this is the news from the Thames foreshore. We are planning on finding some good little bits and pieces today. What do you want to find today, Si?
I'm after maybe a bottle, a bit of stoneware, or perhaps maybe a clay pipe. I don't know, or maybe a token. I've got loads of options. Maybe Santa will give us something, or Father Christmas on the foreshore would help us out today. Give us a few gifts from the foreshore.
Yeah, it's just great to be down here, and it's a lovely atmosphere. It's really quiet and peaceful. So let's go and, to coin your phrase, get some luck in the muck.
Let's do it.
See you later. It's just occurred to us that the boats might not be running today because it's so very, very foggy. There's hardly any visibility at all for boats, and so we may have to battle a little bit of sludginess because the boats won't be washing the foreshore clean, which can be very helpful. Nevertheless, I have seen something over here which looks quite hopeful. It looks like it could be a little dog. Or part of a dog, anyway. Yes, that is indeed part of a little dog. Come here, little dog. Oh, look! Look at him. A legless dog. This is no weather for a little dog to be out in on its own. You can come home with me. Woof woof. Here comes luminous Santa.
Ho ho ho! How you doing? It's a bit gloopy today, isn't it?
Yeah, I was just saying that the boats probably aren't going to run, so we may have to battle a bit of gloop.
Well, this is extreme mudlarking. You've got to use all your senses to winkle out.
You have. I can see a vulcanite bottle stopper down here, actually. Yeah, and also I've just spotted this. Well, it's modern, but it looks like something's been wrapped up. So of course I'm very curious to see what it is. But
yeah, you definitely got to unwrap that.
Yeah, I'm going to unwrap that. Let's have a look at this vulcanite. It is a WCRL. I think that's L. I've got a few of those, I think. Vulcanite stopper. A must-have for every mudlarking outing.
The classic.
So what's this then? Is it the secret to life wrapped up inside here? Shall we see what it is?
Yeah, I can't wait. It's like,
if anything.
This is like
This is like a real present.
That's
We're
what I was
unwrapping
going
a
to say.
present.
Yeah.
Da-da-da.
It's a mobile phone, isn't it?
It probably is a mobile phone.
I didn't want to guess. Did you try shaking it first to see if you could guess what was inside? As is tradition on Christmas Day. No, I don't know what it is.
I want to make sure I keep this safe because I don't want that to end up back in the river.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, you're right. It is a phone. Oh dear. I wonder why it's wrapped up. That's a bit interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
People tend to forget when they try and throw things away that they don't want to be found. That the tide actually goes down.
Yeah, lots of people throw stuff in the river, don't they, to get rid of it?
Yeah, and yes, it's a phone. It is a phone. So, what do you reckon I should do with that then, Simon? I won't open the rest of it because it's really hard to do it with my gloves.
Oh, there you go.
There we are.
Well, I would say if it turns on and charges up, you can always try and return it.
I just wonder why they've wrapped it up.
Put it in the recycling bin, I suppose.
Isn't it? Yeah, I wonder. Maybe if I can dry it out, turn it on.
Put it in rice.
Put it in rice.
Oh, there we go. It's a phone. Mystery solved.
I'll open it at home.
Yeah.
So there we are. We've got a phone. Why did they wrap it up in tape? That's the
It was
question.
obviously a guy that wrapped it up because it's terrible wrapping, isn't it?
It is. Yeah. So there we are. A little mystery. A Thames mystery. Maybe it will solve a crime or something.
Who knows? Maybe it's maybe Santa's gone missing and all the information's on that phone.
Yeah, well, I'm going to investigate, everyone. Do not fear. I'm going to crack the mystery.
Okay.
Maybe you're all going to help. I've seen a little key down here. Can you see it? It's down there in the centre of the screen. I think it's a clock key. There it is. See? And here we have a bike, and another bike, and another bike, and another bike. There's loads of bikes. What's wrong with people? Why do they throw them in the river? Now look what's down here. It's a pipe stem, but there is a name on it. Well, there's something on it anyway. Hatter. Peon Hatter. Champion Hatter, maybe? And there's something on the other side as well. Part of an address, 195 something. Something to look up later on. Intriguing. Okay, see what I've seen just down here. Not to be outdone by Simon, I've found my very own pipe. There it is, look. Oh, there might be a bit of length to it as well. Let's do a little extraction and then we're going to look at this here and see what that is. I've got a little extraction. Oh, sorry, he's filming. Yeah, I've got a little extraction. Let's get Simon over.
Oh, you found a pipe now.
Yeah, I know. I was just saying there's this to extract as well.
Oh.
Right, look at this. And it feels like there's a little bit of length to it. Here it comes, here it comes, here it comes.
Oh, that's complete.
That's lovely. Oh, yes, yes it is.
Superb.
What a beaut.
Nice. You can still smoke that.
Yeah.
Right, on to the next one.
Yes, okay, so should we have a little
I'm excited
look?
about this.
Yeah,
There's
let's have
another
a look
one
at
there.
this. Yeah, I know. Oh no, that
okay,
one's
wait.
broken.
Come
Should
on.
we try this?
Come on. That's a pot lid. Or it's a pot
Oh,
base.
it would be amazing, wouldn't it?
I think it might be a base.
I think it's a base. So.
That's nice. That's cool.
Oh, it's actually a little bit chipped, but that doesn't matter. Is it plain? Yeah, it's a plain.
It's a plain one.
Plain pot base. There we are.
Well, you can leave that behind and keep the pipe.
Yeah.
That's cool though. Nice
Yeah.
little finds. Well done.
That's a beautiful find. Yeah, very unexpected.
Yeah, lovely. Well, it wouldn't be complete without you finding a pipe today, would it? Well, it's my turn for an extraction now. And unfortunately mine's under the water. So, yeah, mine's a bit colder than yours, but it might be a complete bottle, or it might just be a broken one. Can you see that there?
Yep.
It's very hard to see.
Yes, I can. I can see it there under the water.
Oh, is it a...
Or is it a pipe? I mean, you know, like a big pipe. It's a pipe! Look, you're just trying to get a bigger pipe than me.
Isn't that a pipe stem? Yeah.
Is that a giant pipe stem?
Ah, well. Maybe next time. Let's have a little see.
What's that?
Play pipe. You filming still?
Yep, I am.
I think it's clay pipe.
Yeah, it looks like a clay pipe. To my expert eye, I'd say yes, that is a clay pipe.
I'm going in. I'm just going to
in. Oh no! It's not! It's a bit of plastic!
To my expert eye. You need to work on that eye.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's like on top of a lipstick or something rubbish. But I'll take that.
I haven't got as expert an eye as I thought.
Well, we were both fooled.
You see, everyone, it's not that easy, you know. You might think we just go out and find loads of things, but actually, you find a lot of disappointments as well.
True. We get excited for about 5 minutes, don't we? And then, I've got a leak in my welly as well, so I'm going to have a really cold foot by the
Oh no. Wow, look at all those cormorants over there. Loads of them, look. It's like the convention of Christmas cormorants.
Yeah.
Let's get rid of this plastic. I'm actually looking at this red thing. What is it? Oh, wouldn't you know? It's a vape. You see, things haven't changed much. Everybody still throws their smoking paraphernalia in the river. Oh, what's that? What's that here? Just like a little, part of a button, but the stone has come out. That would have had a little gem in there at some point. And what's that? What is that? Strange, isn't it? There is another vulcanite bottle stopper here. Oh, what's that? Buxton. Truman's. And it's got a little bird. An eagle, or not dissimilar to a cormorant. But I think it's an eagle. Oh, that's so weird. It's another one of those bits of button. How strange. It's odd, isn't it? Well, it looks like the Thames is bestowing lots of pipe bowls on me and pipes today. There's another one here, look. It's like a wooden themed one with lots of knots on it. Oh, what's that? That's nice. That's a lovely button. I don't think I've seen one like that before. I'm not quite sure what it is at the moment. Okay, great find. Pipes and buttons and bottle stops and all that good stuff. Bits of tile. What's not to like? Just seen a little mystery find down here. Look, what is that? It's interesting. It's like the end to something which screws onto something. Do you know what that is? Right, down here there is a coin, or is it a key? No, it's a coin. That is a George the 6th, I think. It's a ship halfpenny, so that's very nice. And believe it or not, I've seen another pipe. Oh, and another coin. Look. But that one might be modern. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's a modern 2p. There's also a tiny little button. Teeny weeny little mother of pearl button here. It's cute. And, yep, another pipe. But what's nice actually is this one does have a maker on. It just makes them really interesting. Or maybe not a maker. It says cork on that side. Oh, and cork on that side. Okay, well still, it's nice. Sure loved their pipes, didn't they? Back in the day. But I suppose in a way it's no different to us finding these vapes all over the place now. I just saw this a moment ago and I thought it was a shell. There's a hinge on there. It looks like some kind of little lid for something. I wonder what that is. It's curious. I think it's a hallmark, you know. Just there. I wonder what that is. Into my bag it goes. I'm just having a look in this junky bit over here. Is this another dog's head? What is that? I think it is, you know. That's so weird. It's like a rubber dog. But what I've seen here is a lovely sole of a shoe, like a woman's shoe. Look at that, isn't it delicate? Isn't that nice? There's a few soles here actually. What's that? Is that a ring? Nope. No, it's not. That's pretty cute. There's a lot of junky stuff here. Oh! There's a phone for my collection. I'm going to do a big collage of all my phones at some point. Right, let's go and see what that little rubber thing is and see if it's a dog's head. Oh, that's really nice. Something about old shoes. It's funny, isn't it? The first thing I found was a dog, and one of the last things I found is another dog. A modern dog made of rubber and a China dog. Well, here we are. The tide's on the way up.
Yep, time to call it a day, and I can barely feel my fingers. Should have worn gloves like you, but I just like to feel the history in my fingers.
Yeah, me too. So what is your find of the day?
I think it's probably the clay pipe bowl. I don't find those particular ones very often. Do you think that's like the woman, you know, like the angel or
yes,
whatever?
There
like,
is a name, but I can't remember what it is.
Yeah,
yes.
so I
On
have
the
to
harp.
do some research on that. Yeah, but I love it.
That's
love that one.
really lovely.
Cool. I'm quite happy with my little ring as well. Give that a little bit of a clean up with the sand, and you can see how it would have been a good imitation of gold. And it's a gold ring after all, like the 12 Days of Christmas says. So yeah, kind of happy with that. A few buttons, like that one's from Poplar. A couple of coins. Edward the 7th, penny. I think this is another Edward the 7th. Oh no, it's George V farthing. About 1920, that sort of thing. And yeah, just a few odds and sods, nice Tudor brick. Might put a little candle in that for Christmas. Yeah, your finds are really terrific, Nick. I'm very impressed. Like your little clay pipe bowls there.
Yeah, I know. Look, I'm really pleased with these. That one's lovely. That one's in one piece. It's got the little nipply bit on the end there. Got a few pipe stems with makers on. I've got a really weird little rubbery dog. Rubber dog meet China dog. Got a ship halfpenny, a shoe sole, and yeah, this very strange wrapped up phone, which I shall investigate later. And yeah, a few bits, a nice little key.
Oh, that's a winder, isn't it?
Yes, yeah, that's for a clock, isn't it?
Awesome.
Great, well, didn't we do well?
Yeah, we've done all right. I'm happy with that. Get some good little finds there. It's great to be out on the foreshore with you, of course, Nick. That's the real treat. That's the real gift I got today.
And I feel exactly the same. Right, so that's it from us now. We are going to head off in our separate directions. And I might grab a hot chocolate on the way back, I think. But it's been a really brilliant outing, and it's been great to be down on the foreshore with you, as usual.
Yeah, I'm going to go and have a mince pie or 5, I think, because I need warming up. And hot mince pie, maybe with some cream on. Sounds beautiful, doesn't it?
It does. Right, so I'll see you back at my studio.
And I'll see you for another Mudventure maybe one day.
Hi everyone, thank you very much for watching that very foggy outing. And what a nice, interesting little collection of finds there are. And as you can see, I'm not in my usual studio. I am, in fact, in the wheelhouse of David Nolan's tugboat, the Hector Reed, because we've actually just been out for a walk. A very, very wet and windy walk, actually. I'm looking a little bit windswept. We actually got caught in a hailstorm. And I'm going to do my roundup here, but guess what? It was such extreme weather that all my little notes that I made have been reduced to soggy pieces of paper. And I'm absolutely soaking wet and feeling a bit sorry for myself. And when we were out, it was really nice actually, sort of on and off. It rained and then the sun came out, there were rainbows, it was really lovely. But I also found a message in a bottle, and it is here. And so what I'm going to do actually, I'm just going to quickly play you the segment where I found this message in a bottle. I'm just out on the Thames estuary in Higham. I'm out for a walk with David Nolan, and there's always loads of stuff washed up. Unfortunately, lots of it is plastic, but I've just noticed over here what looks like a little message in a bottle. So, great excitement. It's been a while. So this is the first message in a bottle of, well, I think it's a message in a bottle anyway. It looks like it could be. First one of 2023. So this bottle has been, sent of something, department or something. Past, oh, okay, hang on a minute, do you know what it is? These are ashes by the looks of it. So what I'm going to do is I am going to read it and then place it back. And over here, David is trying out a new thing that he has bought. What is it, David? He's making us a nice cup of tea.
It's called a gilly stove.
Oh, that looks so good. A
So,
gilly stove.
Yeah, it all packs into this, and it works on just by driftwood in there, and it should boil it up quite nicely.
Oh, careful.
Yeah, so have a cup of tea on the beach.
Turn around. Let's see
in
your
January.
Hat. Let's see your hat. No, the ancient mariner. No, I can't see that bit. You have to turn around. No.
That way?
Yeah, ancient mariner. So I'm here with the ancient mariner. About to have a delightful cup of tea from this gilly, did you say?
Gilly stove, yeah.
And we're by the Thames estuary, out at Higham. Looking very moody. There's been some lovely rainbows as well today. Well, I've warmed up with a nice cup of tea. Thank you very much, Ancient Mariner David. And now for this message in a bottle. Now, we have established that there are ashes in here, and there is a note, and it's pretty hard to read, but I can see by tapping the ashes there, the lettering underneath, which seems to indicate that they would like to know how far the message has come, but I can't make out the rest of the message. And I know that if I try and take it out now here, it's just going to be a big mess. So we're going to go back to David's tugboat, the Hector Reed, and we're going to try and open it, read the note, and then in all probability we'll place it back on the river to carry on its journey. And whilst we're back at the tugboat, I'm also going to do a little roundup for today's video. So, as you can see, I have brought the bottle back with me because I didn't want to open it up in the wind. But before we try and get this out of the bottle, I may need your help for that, David, actually. Before that, I'm just going to talk to you about a few of the things which I found on that very, very misty Christmas outing with Si Finds, with the help of my very, very soggy notes. So, what I'm going to start with is the phone. The phone which was wrapped up in fragile tape. It is here, and as many of you probably guessed, I was not able to get any information from it whatsoever. I did put it in some rice, I dried it out, I plugged it in, and it's really just too far gone. It would have been nothing short of a miracle had it fired up. So it didn't. So we are not going to be able to solve this mystery, I'm afraid. But it's interesting, you know, there are so many phones thrown in the Thames, and of course I'm sure a lot of them are from deeds that we don't really want to sort of go into too much. Probably, dare I say it, drug dealing, crimes, that kind of thing, thefts. But I wonder why somebody wrapped this one up in fragile tape and threw it in. It did make it look extra mysterious, but I'm afraid that the mystery has died with this phone. We're not going to find out what it is. So never mind. We won't waste any more time on that. I shall add it to my large collection of phones, which I'm sure one day will probably be of great interest. Let's hope. Right, so I'm going to show you this odd find here. Look at this. Now, when I found this, I thought that it looked a bit like a Brazil nut. Well, little did I know that I was actually correct. And I'd like to thank a lot of people who have actually been in touch to tell me what it is. Especially, and I have her name down here on my very soggy paper. Yeah, Lizzie Bellas, who wrote to me to say that it is a Victorian silver Brazil nut Vesta snuff box case, or part of. Anyway, isn't that interesting? So it's part of a snuff box made to look like a Brazil nut, and I have here a real Brazil nut, and you know what? The Brazil nut actually fits perfectly inside the snuff box, which also makes me wonder whether it could have been, you know, supposing you want to take your Brazil nut out with you for a walk, or you think you might fancy a Brazil nut later, so you have your very own little Brazil nut case that you pop in there, close it up, put it in your pocket, and when you want a Brazil nut, you can crack it open and eat it. Anyway, no, it's not that. It's a snuff box, part of. And I was able to find out, actually, because there's quite a lot about them on the internet, I was able to find out that it was made by John Marshall Spink in 1896. So fancy that. What an interesting find. And why a Brazil nut? Why a Brazil nut? Very imaginative, I have to say. So that's that. Now, my other find, which I particularly like, is this lovely button, and it comes from the London and South Western Railways, which was in existence from about 1830s or so till about 1922. There's actually loads of information about them on Grace's Guide and on lots of other websites. But on Grace's Guide, there were some really nice photographs of steam engines that belonged to London and South Western Railways. And they were particularly known for their trips down to the southwest, not surprisingly, down to Plymouth and Devon, places like that. So a lovely button. And how did it come to be in the River Thames? We will never know. Now, I do love a good mystery, and so I've got one here which I'm going to ask you to help me with. I haven't had a great deal of time to research things this week. I've been feeling a bit sorry for myself with my cold, which I've probably made 10 times worse now because I've been absolutely soaked to the skin during this walk today. But never mind. It is a little piece of pipe stem, and we do have a clue on it as to where it could have come from. So it's always fun to try and find out the maker and the full words that would have been on this pipe stem. So what we have got is 195 lamb, which I'm assuming is Lambeth. And then we have peon, or it could be I peon, dot hatter. So the challenge is on. Can you find out anything more about this piece of pipe stem, possibly where it was made and who made it? That would be brilliant. What else did I bring with me here? Another little mystery item. This strange little fella here. A rubber dog. I haven't showed you this, David.
No, I haven't. No.
I know. It looks a bit like David's old dog, Misha.
Oh.
Yeah. Here he is. Very strange. So where on earth did he come from? I'm wondering if he's, I don't know, 1930s, 1940s, possibly. Very odd. What more can I say about this strange rubber dog head? Do you know what it came from? If so, please put the answer down in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. I have brought along this shoe sole here, which I really love. I've got quite a few shoe soles at home, which I've put onto wood and put a frame around them. This one's particularly nice. It's just so delicate. It's like a little Victorian woman or maybe a child's shoe. So I wanted to show you that. It's in quite good condition considering it's been in the river for so long. What else have I got down here? I think that's about it really that I wanted to talk about from that outing. And yeah, it was really great. It was a lovely atmosphere down there. It was quite magical seeing the boats appear from the fog after it lifted. So yeah, lovely. It was really nice. So now that I've finished with the finds from today's video, we're going to see if we can find out what is in this message in a bottle. And David has been sitting here next to me whilst I've been speaking, trying to open it. Have you managed to get it out?
No, not a bit.
Oh, okay. So have you... Oh, I see. Let's have a look.
It's very... It seems it's
Yeah, it's well wedged in there. Okay, so we may have to take a little tiny break a moment whilst we find something a little bit longer to put in there, maybe, to get it out.
Yeah.
See here? Yeah. Okay. All right. We'll be back shortly when we found a way of getting this note out of the bottle so that we can see what it says. See you in a minute. Okay, I'm back. We have tried every way possible to get this message out of the bottle without breaking it, but unfortunately it wasn't possible. So we have had to operate and cut the bottle. So what we've done is safely remove the ashes into another little recipient, very safely, cut open the bottle, and I've got another bottle here, so once we've read the message we will be able to replace everything into the other bottle. So, you know, everything's going to be absolutely fine, so don't worry about the fact that I had to cut the bottle. So here's the message in here. David has lent me his glasses, his broken glasses, so I can read it. Okay, let's see what it says. Let's see what it says. Right. Oh, okay. So this is what the message says. with the lopsided glasses. Windswept, lopsided glasses. Well, this is a first, isn't it? I usually try and look a bit glamorous when I do my roundups. Right. This bottle has been sent off in memory of my dear departed dad. He loved to travel, but unfortunately passed away just before he was due to go on holiday. So, just wanted to see how far I could send him on his final journey. If by some miracle it is found, please could you find it in your heart to email me on, and then I've got the address, just out of interest of how far he has gone. Thank you in advance if you do contact me. And that's from Lorraine. So that is lovely, and I'm definitely going to contact Lorraine. But you know what, I can do a little bit better than that, because I'm actually going to the USA. In fact, when you watch this video, I'll be in the USA. So do you know what, I'm going to take Lorraine's dad with me to the USA, and I may set the bottle off on its travels there. Imagine that. So Lorraine's dad actually does get to travel, but I'm going to email her and tell her I found the bottle, and I'll keep you updated on what happens, on what she says, and on where I take Lorraine's dad. So isn't that nice? And the lovely thing about it was that very shortly before I found this bottle, there was an absolutely beautiful rainbow. It was just looking so lovely. So it's no coincidence that we have stumbled upon Lorraine's message in a bottle and Lorraine's dad's ashes today. So what a lovely end to this video. So on that note, I'd like to say, as always, thank you very much for watching my videos, for all your comments and your good wishes, your emails, your kind donations to Ko-fi and to Super Thanks. I appreciate each and every one of them, and I appreciate each and every one of you, and keep being you. And I hope that 2023 has started off really well for you. So I'm sending you lots of love and blessings from here in London. I was going to say, I'm not actually in London, I'm on the Medway at the moment. And David, you want to say goodbye to everybody?
Goodbye, everyone. Hello, everyone.
He really is there, you see, he really is. Okay, so everyone, go on to have a lovely week, and I'll be back again very soon with some mudlarking adventures from the River Thames and elsewhere. Okay, take care. See you soon.